The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, here we go. 4-8. Hold this. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 126.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Bang, 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 bang. Check, check, check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And take it right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 26. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Steamer.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good route here. Hey, Echo.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a run with Cook. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, high 7.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighters.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. The 20. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Extra point try by Bailey. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Play fake. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. 34 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check the hot read. First. Hey, exit.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Switch. 22 jet bomber. Right there. 50. Hey, can. Sponge. No. Hey, watch that. Bravo. 54. Mike, 54. Big.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to 53. Check 99. We're going to 54. Right here, 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch his flat.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
I can't believe they let you play. We're going to 54. Why here?
Check 50. Check 50.
Switch. So we're going to 53.
They go to Elliott again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And Forbath will put this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, Zoo. Go ahead, go start.
On first and 10, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. They run it again with Cook. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Lucky. Five.
Mike, 48. Hey, we heavy on the edges. 48.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox.
Following the interception, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
You can't stop me.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott completes it to Austin. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Let's go.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want. I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. When amateurs, they on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Set, cut. Switch the outlaw. Bring them up. No, check here. What's it? Take it. Jump.
is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, but it'll be second down.
And 12 at the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here go 46.
I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jam.
Here's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gun.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. Incomplete.
Cousins pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third and 5.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
To throw, Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Yellow. Hey, wahoo.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Cousins on first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game.
And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second and goal from the 1.
Gun.
Mike's 54.
80 weapons.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Nice 382. Nice 50.
Check 3.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive. And that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 40. Hey, get away with it.
We're going to 54.
Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. He's coming. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
a 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Runs through another. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
X3, 218, chop.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. All right, in.
Let's go. Check 4. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38. 1 yard gain.
Again, it's Elliott.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Come on up. 40's Mike.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Letting one fly deep for a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive with Cook. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They run, Cook, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Cook. He's at the 50, the 30, and he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 28.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, box drop. Leave it, 48.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. They'll run with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I got you.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 47. Mike, 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
The high.
At their 48-yard line.
54. I got him.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for from Minneapolis.